Is it illegal to track your ex's location? That's a very interesting question. My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're continuing our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. You know, there are certain issues that are appropriate and come about during certain eras. You know, sometimes, just politically speaking, there was, independent rights, government involvement in people's households, the right to choose, the right to do this, the right to do that. Well, right now, the big thing is the right to privacy. That's the real issue that is being challenged by virtue of so much social media. And you hear people telling all the time, there's nothing private anymore. I was just talking to a colleague of mine who, for the first time in his life, went out to Texas to visit friends. And he couldn't believe that he was getting on his phone text messages regarding unpaid tolls in Texas. Well, those are a scam because he never drove and didn't have any unpaid tolls. But the point was they knew he was there. How did they know he was there? To such a degree that showing up on a cell phone, there is no privacy anymore. And so, the effort to protect whatever privacy rights we have left is very, very strong. Using a GPS tracker on your ex without consent is, guess what? Illegal. You can't do it. So if you're going to do that, you're going to have to face certain consequences. And by the way, we talked about an ex, but being married or having kids doesn't necessarily give you carte blanche to do it anyway. It may well be illegal irrespective of the status of your marriage or whether or not you do it on your kids. Courts view these kind of tracking activities as an invasion, or at least a potential invasion, of a person's privacy rights. Now, it can even amount to, you may be trying to do it defensively, but it can even be regarded as stalking or an aggravated stalking if you are tracking someone's movements and you're going to see where they are. And you do that, it can certainly lead to misdemeanors or felonies. So you got to be very careful about it. If you're doing it for custody, the court may look at this as weighing against you in a custody battle. The court may view this as, a very much a breach of a boundary, a very poor judgment on your part, the kind of thing that the court might hold against you. So you definitely don't want to do this. Now, if you get a court order, if you get certain things, if the court authorizes it, that's a different story. Law enforcement, different entities might have authority to do it. But as an individual citizen, right now you decide you're going to go out to Radio Shack or whatever, Best Buy, buy a device and stick it under the car so you can watch where your kids are. I got to tell you, you want to watch where your ex is, you may be running a law. So you got to be very careful about that. Now, if you have any questions about this, of course, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.
248-588-3333. 248-588-3333.